What a game! What a positional masterpiece!
Yeah, that's what I have to do to beat like 2300s. I just have to play like a complete positional masterpiece.
That was great. How did you feel the game went? Just from like you were blitzing the kid out the whole game.
Well, I just understood that this guy was just like not going to take any risk whatsoever. He was just trying to be so solid, um, and it was really hard for me to create anything because in the opening he just played he played like really solid chess, and like it was just such a dry position. But thankfully he made this mistake. I think the critical moment was on move 18 when he played queen b2, and then I got the a file, which I thought was like, okay. And then the second moment after h6, yeah, he was playing really well. Like he played this move d4, move 24, which I completely missed. I was like, what is this move? Like, I don't understand what this move is. And then, wow, he played so well. Yeah, I sacked this piece. Yeah, he should have played bishop d3. So there on move 30, he played knight takes b7. Yeah, I saw he had to play bishop b3. But again, like these guys are just too good. I have to just like blitz and like, because in time pressure, I can obviously show my class, but when they have all this time and the position is so dry, it's really hard to create something. So yeah, once he played this bishop d3, knight a3, yeah, king f1, I felt like he was drifting. b3, king bishop d4, knight d6. Wow, this is such a high level game. But this is
That's what I was saying. It's like a masterpiece.
this is actually b5, yeah, king f8, knight c4. Yeah, so f4 was the critical mistake, yeah. Wow. No, I was pretty happy. I thought I could win this endgame. f4, I knew I was sure I was winning. But 92, I thought eventually I could win. But yeah, what he did in the game just loses immediately.
Also, the knight promotion was very nice.
Yeah, it's I just like well, the thing that made me so happy about this game is when I grabbed the knight from his side of the board, and I just looked at his eyes, and it's a nice feeling because like he knows like like it's like the foreplay of the promotion, so like you're grabbing the knight and you're like ready to promote it, and they're like dreading like the promotion, so they're like getting like anyways.
Well, you had the knight in your hand.
Yeah, so like I had the knight in my hand like 3 moves before. Like I wanted him to know that I was gonna promote to a knight,
Oh my god.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, this endgame I think it's very difficult to defend. I think it's very difficult to defend. But yeah, I guess he kind of. But I'm just this guy was a good player. But I can just in an endgame, I'm feeling very good. And I finished the game with an hour and a half, like more than what I started with.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like, you had more time on the clock than when you started the game. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I want to also ask, like, because we were looking at the time situation, usually when some people are up on the clock in the tournament hall, they'll go walk around, but I was thinking that maybe, like, you were just kind of waiting for him to play the move and then you just blitz him out, like, you just
No,
stay
I was
there.
sitting there the whole time. Because from the opening, I understood that like the only way I'm winning this game is getting him a time pressure. Because I was just looking at this guy and I was like, this guy is not a stupid player. The position is dry. I understood that I have to just press on the clock and then hope like that he collapses under. Like what you have to do is just keep all the pieces on the board for as long as you can, and then get them in a time pressure, and then hope they collapse. You basically have to just play perfect chess, keep the tension, and then like hope that eventually, they show why their rating is what the rating is. But obviously, if you look at this game, this game was a very high level game, even from him as well. Like this whole idea of d4 was so counterintuitive to me, but I guess his understanding is just above mine.
Yeah, I think when we initially saw d4 as well, I was like, this looks like it's too early, but then apparently it was just like one of the best engine moves. So
yeah. I was getting so tilted by these arbiters because for some reason, like first of all, they don't let you bring in your own water. So this is just, first of all, like, ridiculous. Like, I cannot bring in my own water. I can't bring my own pen. So I'm stuck using their, like, shitty pen. I'm stuck drinking their water. And I'm not even allowed to put the water on, like, the chair. I have to put it on the floor. So,
What?
like, I'm getting dehydrated because since the water is, like, I have to put it on the floor where I'm, like, knocking it over every time I get up. So I'm getting so dehydrated. Like, I'm not, you know, like, for me, hydration is very important, as you guys know. And I'm, like, trying to remind myself, like, drink water, like, you know, stay hydrated because I'm fasting, you know. Not fasting, anyways. I don't want to go to that. Anyways. But the point is that every single time I put the water on the desk, these arbiters would come over and interrupt me during my move. Like, as I'm thinking, they'd come over and, like, talk to me about putting my water on the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And I said to them, I'm like, and subconsciously I would forget, right? Like, it's just instinctual to just put the water on the table. Like,
Yeah.
so then they would come over every single time, and I'm like, what is wrong? And I said to them, so what's the reason? And they said, well, you know, the chief arbiter made it a rule. I said, but why? I said, no, it's a rule. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I need to drink water. I want to bring high quality water, not, you know, no offense, you know, but so that was really tilting me. It was really tilting me.
What I don't understand, like, what you would be like. What's the problem with having water on
No,
the
they would
table?
prefer
Like,
to have water on the ground so that you knock it over and it spills everywhere. That's what they prefer, clearly.
Yeah, because
Like,
Also,
you know,
yeah.
like,
Sounds
for example, my favorite pen, you know, this, like, you guys know this, the Pilot G2, you know, this is the only pen that you should be using, you know. You know, I can't, like, I had to, like, give it to them, like, keep it, like, while I'm playing the game, you know. But yeah, so I'm a bit tilted, to be honest, a bit tilted. But I think I might make a formal complaint because it's a very stupid rule, and I don't like. I find it ridiculous that everyone has just water bottles on the ground, and you can't bring your own water. You know.
I've never heard that before.
That
So
seems like,
next game
yeah,
I'm
that
going
seems
to
a little
bring.
overkill.
Next game I'm going to bring a gallon. Like I'm going to bring a fucking jug, like a 3-liter jug of water, and I'm going to put it right on my board. You know, I'm gonna like the entire space on my table is gonna be like, you know, water. You know, and we'll see what they say. You know, like I refuse to play chess without like my own water. You know, so I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow and get like the most extravagant, ridiculous water in the biggest, most obnoxious bottle. Anyways, I'm ranting a bit because of, you know, the lack of water drives me crazy, and I didn't eat at all. I refused to eat until, you know, I won the game. So like whenever I lose a game, I don't eat until I win. So thankfully now I can eat something.
What are you playing?
You like reward yourself with the food.
I'm definitely joking. I'm definitely joking. That's very sarcastic. That would be something super insane to do.
Yeah, that would be insane. I've totally never done that. Okay.
Yeah, no, because no. I just think that like I like to activate my most primal instincts, you know, and for me, like this is life or death. This is survival. So if I want to activate my full primal instincts, you know, then I have to starve, you know.
Love that.
Okay.
I think that's pretty base, but I don't know.